Hi Cancer, welcome to your week ahead Taroscope with me, Raphael from Reydiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. Quick note, my readings are for your sun, moon and ascendant sign. So whether you're a sun, moon or rising sign Cancer, this is for you. And I always advise that you watch all three to get a clearer, more complete picture of how they're going to speak to you. With that said, remember they are general reads. Not everything's going to resonate with everybody, and that is just fine. You should always use your own discernment. Before we start, as always, I would like to bless my deck of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance. I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise. They help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So for your key to the week this week, you have the Sun card. You have sunny blessings, easy vibes, warm vibes, loving vibes. This is a card of blessings. It really is. And whenever the Sun card shows up, it basically says whatever follows this, even if it's a challenging card, it will be diminished. If it is a blessing card or a good card, then it's enhanced. This card tends to bring happiness, joy, abundance. It's actually also a very growthful card, and it also very often represents youth and children in some way, shape or form. So the fact that you have this, it kind of suggests that this is going to be a great week for you. It's going to be a much easier week. You may even feel this week as kind of like a like a weight has been lifted, like you finally get some sort of chance to really breathe, to really expand. And I kind of feel like I want to say that to a lot of you right now as well. For those of you that are sun, moon or ascendant Cancerians, there's this sense that I'm getting in my physical body that it's like I'm okay to take up space, right? And I really want you to know that it's okay for you to not only to be alive and all the rest of that stuff, but it's okay for you to take up space, whether this is at home, whether it's at work, whether it's in life in general, right? Give yourself permission to take up space wherever you are. You know, Cancerians compared to Leos, it's a very different energy, right? However, the home isn't your only domain, right? This is the truest and only home you're ever really going to have. And since yours is the sign of the home and the hearth, it's time for you to respect and love this enough to give it permission to expand, right? Whatever that might mean to you, I really hope that it speaks to you in the way that I felt it was coming out. So with that said, if you are a continued subby, you know I love you. If you are new to my channel, please don't forget to like, share, and if you should so choose and it resonates, hit the subscribe button. For your actions and options, you have the Six of Swords, like literally. So for some of you, this is planning travel. For some of you, this is starting to look further ahead about where it is that you want to go or where it is that you need to visit. For those of you that are telling yourself, I need to go back, I need to touch home, right? Wherever home might be for you, I need to put my feet in the soil or the grass or the sand of, one of my lands of heritage. This is the time to get planning that, all right? Mercury is direct. Yes, it's in the shadow period, post-shadow period, but it's already direct and starting to pick up steam. So you can make those kinds of plans now. We've got a good few months actually at this point to really, really maximize on the time that we have right up until that eclipse. And once that hits, it's going to be like a peak moment of energy for all of us. So use this time effectively. Now, that being said, the Six of Swords as actions and options, this is about you giving yourself an easier time and a smoother road of it as well. All right, so this is great. When it comes to your communications and conversations, you've got the Ten of Cups. I mean, all right, look at this, right? So something that you have truly desired for a long time, or something that was maybe promised, maybe something that you thought would materialize that hasn't as yet, now starts to really, this is going to be the moment at which you'll start to really see things move on the tangible level. When it comes to communications, this is, so yes, it's about your family, but it's also about tribe, right? And when I talk about tribe, I'm talking about people that really resonate with who we are at some of those deeper levels. Whether we do or don't share blood, is irrelevant, right? This is a week to connect to your people. This is a week to connect to your tribe. It's a week for you to be open to the communications that come, but more importantly, if there's a communication that you want to put out there this week, you're being received super well, right? So this is a really great time for you to maximize on this. If you are employed by somebody else, there's a sense here that blessings finally start to happen for you, that things really start to move. For those of you that are business owners or people that work for themselves, one way that this might show up for you is through a friend, through a tribe member, through a contact of yours. Some big blessing now really starts to take shape. This might even be a time where you realize, you know what? I am in control of this, and if I ask for it, it will happen. Gorgeous, right? For those of you that are retired and no longer working, sorry, I had to really think about that. This, I mean, in a way, if you're retired and no longer working, I would expect you to be doing more of the planning and of travel, etc. You have the go-ahead to do this, right? And for all Cancerians, that 10 of Cups is suggesting this is about you being able to make the world your home now. It's not just about your four walls. This is about the world finally opening up and saying, you know what, Cancer, this is your home, right? Give yourself permission to expand. Now I understand. Thank you. For your love and relations, you've got the King of Cups. So this is really nice. I mean, for me, this card actually says opulence, because in this specific deck, if you look at he's surrounded by all the good stuff, he's toasting, there's a bee on the card as well, which to me represents tribe, family, luck, abundance, and also family, right? So this week, it really is about creating a family rather than just, you know, kind of looking at the one that you have and saying, okay, well, you know, this is what I'm stuck with. It's never that, right? It's never that. Now, for those of you that are single, if you're meeting someone this week, it's very likely to be a fellow water sign. So, you know, y'all can do the comfort and the food and the, you know, make each other like warm and fuzzy and cozy, which could be nice, right? What it also says to me as well, because you've got this underneath the Six of Swords, this is you ready for love. This is you ready for a new iteration of love. And I think in a lot of ways, this is you approaching love this week through a very, very clear understanding of what it's been for you up until now. For those of you that are partnered, married, or in long-term commitments, this is you guys really doing some powerful work together on your partnership, on your relationship, on where it is that you really want it to go. This is, if I'm honest, it looks like this is a deeper connection than you've had in a while. And that's saying something for a Cancerian relationship, right? But I love this. There's, you know, beautiful words being spoken. There's wonderful connection here. There's like just a sense that life itself is smoothly elevating for you, which is great. For your money and materials, you have the Wheel of Fortune. I mean, gosh, Cancer, save some of the good cards for the rest of us, right? So you've got, there's a few things, slow down. You've got the 2 10s, right? The Wheel of Fortune itself is number 10. You've also got the 10 of Cups. 2 10s represents change, and usually big change at that. Now, here's where this gets really interesting. The Sun card is number 19. 1 and 9 gives you 10, right? What this says to me more than anything else, this point, this week is a massive moment where there are so many completions, so many culminations, so many loose ends being tied up, so many moments of, I just got to get past this. I just got to get past this. So it's like kind of, you know, when you're doing the last rep at the gym, or you're on your bike, you know, on the exercise bike at the spin, I've just got to get past this interval. I just got to get past it. This is, you know, this is that week, right, where all of this is completing, but it's not like it's not like a slog. It's just, it's ease, right? There's so much ease here. Now, money, finances, resources look very good this week. The Wheel of Fortune suggests usually a windfall. This is money that spontaneously finds you, an opportunity to make more money that just shows up for you. If you work for somebody else, this could be overtime that comes up that nobody else either wants or can do, right? It just literally falls in your lap. You've got this with the 10 of Cups as well. So for those of you that are self-employed or business owners, etc., there's almost a suggestion here that something that you put out into the world that you were like, you know, it will do what it will do, and all of a sudden it, you know, it really magnifies or really expands, and you're like, wow, you know, this is awesome. When it comes to your physical health and vitality, the Wheel of Fortune for me usually represents the larger organs of the body. So this can speak to the liver at times. So that's something that you want to watch out for. But to be honest with you, the Wheel of Fortune, it's like, with so much good here, and with the Sun card as the key to the week, you've just got blessings upon blessings to, do you know what I mean? Like, you're in a really good space. So to be honest with you, I think even this week you might even be able to overindulge a little, right? And get straight back to wherever you were. When it comes to your home and environment, this is not only a spontaneous blessing that comes to the home, but it may very well be an opportunity that kind of falls on your door. The other way that this could show up for you as well, this could be some good news from or through the partner that you either were waiting on or expected. And it's kind of like, not that you've been waiting with bated breath, but it's just like you're waiting, right? And that wait is now finally over, and it looks like it settles in your favor. With that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have a fantastic week. It looks like you will. Let me know in the comments how it shapes up. Take care, and I'll see you soon.